May I have your attention, please? Would you please be upstanding for the arrival of Her Excellency, Professor the Honourable Margaret Gardner, Governor of Victoria, and the Honourable Ingrid Stitt, Minister for Ageing, and Robert Caulfield, President Council on the Ageing, Victoria. Please remain standing for the first verse of the Australian National Anthem.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts, all beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains that let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. I now invite the Governor to address us.
Good morning. The Honourable Ingrid Stitt, Minister for Ageing, Minister for Mental Health, Minister for Multicultural Affairs, representing the Premier of Victoria. Robert Caulfield, President, Council of the Ageing Victoria and Seniors' Rights Victoria. Award recipients, all of those who've been associated either with the people here who are about to receive awards or those who are nominated. You're all distinguished guests. Let me begin by acknowledging that we meet on the traditional lands of the Wurundjeri and Boonwurrung peoples of the Eastern Kulin Nations and pay my respects to their elders past and present and recognise any Aboriginal elders who are with us in the room today. It is a great pleasure to welcome all of you here to Government House today. It's a little rainy, but the roof is sound. You will not be leaked on. In the 1980s, the anthropologist Kristen Hawkes was working in Tanzania when she noticed something that sparked her curiosity. Observing a group known as the Hadza, Hawkes identified a distinct division of labour between generations. While younger children could do less arduous foraging tasks for themselves, such as picking berries, they relied on elders in the community to do the more difficult jobs, such as uprooting vegetables. And as we know, the gathering of food is actually, for many, most of how food was produced. Once children had a younger sibling, they depended less on their mother for such work and more on their grandmother. And Hawkes found a correlation between this relationship and the health of the dependent grandchild. Now, this is anthropological work of some time ago, but it's actually how, in many ways, we've come to understand the foundations of family relationships. Her observation led to the formation of something known as the grandmother hypothesis, the idea that the longevity of humans could be attributed to the pivotal role that grandmothers played in raising offspring. It's a theory, as you can imagine, a proposition that's been subject to debate over recent decades, but the core observation has just all the things that core observations have. Some truth to it. Humans are an anomaly in the kingdom of animals. Along with only a handful of other species, our lifespan extends far beyond our reproductive window. The grandmother hypothesis is one explanation of why this might be the case, that there is indeed a biological reason in the preservation of life of all, for some of us getting a lot older. Other examples of the rare longevity that is true in our species include orcas and Asian elephants. It's an interesting comparison. Notably, they're species where older animals play an active and important role in supporting the well-being of the broader group. We all know that the contributions of older generations are not limited to grandmothers alone, and they extend far beyond the role of caregiving. Other studies have explored the role of senior figures in sharing knowledge, in mentoring others, and in passing down cultural practices that bind and give meaning to our communities. How these roles evolved and how they are still evolving will keep us searching for explanations. But we can just be grateful for the many roles that seniors, whether or not they are grandparents, play in our communities. Right across our state, senior citizens, who are, in my observation, often the bedrock of community volunteers, are donating their time and effort to important causes, building and sustaining communities, and indeed contributing to positive change and that glue that binds communities for all of those around them. So today's ceremony is a testament to the breadth and depth of that work, because it spreads beyond the people who are closest to us, whoever they may be, right out across much bigger communities now, because we cluster in bigger groups. So often the service of our senior citizens is framed through the lens of their support for people of a similar age, or through their work to inspire young people, and both of those are very important. But what is equally important is the signal this gives to all those generations in between who can look ahead and see the endless opportunities and potential to actually contribute, to give back as they age themselves. As the winner of the 2024 Ageing Well Award, Virginia Mack, said, "Just because someone is ageing, it doesn't mean they haven't got any ambition. Life doesn't stop them. In fact, that's when it can really kick in and get going." We're lucky as humans that we have long lifespans, that we are no longer living in the Hobbesian world of being short and brutish lives, so to speak. We're fortunate to live in a state with a strong spirit of supporting ageing well. Congratulations to all the nominees here today, and thank you to all those who've supported them and worked with them in their contributions. All of you have contributed to building a state that gives meaning to communities beyond the physical boundaries of the jurisdiction, and making it welcoming, because this is a state that keeps growing and new people join. And that ability not just to maintain community, but to actually reach out and expand and welcome others into community is, I think, one of the hallmarks of this great state. We owe you our gratitude. I now invite Minister Stick to address us.
Thank you, Governor. I'd firstly like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri and Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation, the first peoples and traditional owners of this land. I pay my respects to their elders past and present, and to all elders from other communities who may be here today, representatives of the world's longest continuing culture. I'd also like to acknowledge Her Excellency Professor the Honourable Margaret Gardner AC, Governor of Victoria, Robert Caulfield, President, Council on the Ageing Victoria, the many organisations and community members here that work to support older Victorians every day, and a very special thank you to the families, friends and loved ones who stand beside our nominees and are here to celebrate with them. It's an absolute honour to represent the Premier today to celebrate older Victorians and all that they bring to our great state. As the Minister for Ageing, I see firsthand just how much older Victorians contribute to Victoria through social, cultural, community and economic participation. This event is all about highlighting and celebrating your contributions within the broader community through the month-long Victorian Seniors Festival and of course through these awards. This year's Victorian Seniors Festival theme is Connect, Create, Celebrate. It's a recognition of the importance of staying active and connected as we age, and being open to trying new things and learning in a world that continues to change around us. It's also about celebrating older Victorians and recognising that age need not be a barrier to participation or to leading a very full and meaningful life. This engagement and acknowledgement of older Victorians' needs and aspirations is also what has driven the establishment of the Senior Victorians Advisory Committee, a voice for older Victorians to advise the government directly on the priorities and aspirations of Victorian seniors. So before turning to the awards, I'd like to briefly take this opportunity to thank everyone who's involved with the committee to date. I look forward to working with you in the year ahead on the priorities, the challenges and emerging issues for older people here in Victoria. Now to the Victorian Senior of the Year Awards. The 2025 nominees and award recipients reflect how much experience and talent there really is out there amongst Victoria's older population. These awards recognise the outstanding contributions and achievements of older people who share their considerable skill, experience, time and energy with our whole community. Importantly, the award categories we'll be announcing today also reflect the great diversity of our state, one that we're very proud of and lucky to have. Through categories like the Promotion of Multiculturalism Award for a significant contribution to promoting the benefits of cultural diversity, or the Veteran Community Award for an exceptional contribution to Victoria's veterans community. Today we'll also be announcing the Positive Ageing Award to an individual who improves the well-being of older people in their community by promoting positive and active ageing. And the Emerging Impact Award, a new category in 2025 that recognises an individual who is new to volunteering and is making a significant positive impact in their local community. And we'll also soon be naming the 10 Council on the Ageing Victoria Senior Achiever Award recipients. This award recognises a local community champion who has significantly contributed to positive ageing in their communities. And of course, we'll be announcing the Premier's Award for Victorian Senior of the Year for an outstanding and lasting contribution by an individual to their local community and to the whole state. It's another fantastic group of older Victorians doing some incredible work in their communities and beyond, while also leading the way by keeping themselves and other older people active, informed and engaged. And I want to congratulate all of our 2025 nominees. The Victorian Senior of the Year Awards are very important. They're a way of acknowledging all of your efforts, and I want to say thank you for all that older people bring to our state. Thank you once again for the opportunity to be here today representing the Premier and to say a few words. And now we will turn to the presentations. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. Governor and Mr Caulfield, I invite you to the presentation area to present the first of this morning's awards. The first award category is the Council on the Ageing Victoria Senior Achiever Award. This award recognises local community champions that significantly contribute to positive ageing in their community. The recipients of the Council on the Ageing Victoria Senior Achiever Award are Steve Bentley. Steve volunteers for the L2P program, mentoring young people to gain life-changing skills connection and independence. Raisa Bolotnikova. Raisa has dedicated nearly 20 years of her life to the association of former inmates of the Nazi concentration camps and ghettos from the former Soviet Union, a key reason the group continues to exist today. Terry Hart. Terry is a dedicated educator and volunteer supporting people with disability and from refugee backgrounds to engage in sailing, meteorology and more through multiple organisations. Pradeep Kanthan. Pradeep's volunteering shows how older adults can be powerful advocates for social change, supporting multiculturalism and digital literacy among older Australians and veterans. Jeffrey Mann. Jeffrey spends every week volunteering across 3 organisations, working in a commercial kitchen, collecting medical resources for under-resourced communities and driving for a volunteer patient transport program. Leslie McCarthy. Leslie has been a member of the Flemington-Kensington Rotary for over 20 years, leading programs that help children from all backgrounds access reading materials. Tony Morrissey. Tony devotes up to 30 hours a week to the Prostate Cancer Foundation of Australia, providing peer support and leading events to reduce stigma and encourage early testing. Nola Radiotis. For the past 14 years, Nola has been the president of the Greek Women of Northern Suburbs, Anemones, uplifting and empowering older women and helping them to stay active and connected. Mike Ridley. Showing what it means to live with purpose and generosity, for 25 years, Mike has played his part at Gulf Station, contributing to its upkeep and encouraging others to pitch in. Judy Turner. Judy created the Cresfest Folk and Roots Festival. The popular age-friendly festival attracts artists from around the world. Thank you, Mr. Caulfield. You may now return to your seat. Minister Stitt, I invite you to join the Governor in the presentation area to present the following awards. The Emerging Impact Award. This award recognises an individual who is new to volunteering and is making a significant impact in their local community. The recipient of the Emerging Impact Award is Auntie Jo Russell. A respected elder, proud Wiradjuri woman and Hume Enviro champion, Auntie Jo inspires her community. The Positive Ageing Award. This award recognises an individual who improves the well-being of older people in their community by promoting positive and active ageing. The recipient of the Positive Ageing Award is Kate Donnellan. Kate led a team to establish a University of the Third Age in Port Fairy, which under her leadership now has an impressive membership base of 280 people. The Promotion of Multiculturalism Award. This award recognises an individual for a significant contribution to promoting the benefits of cultural diversity in their local community and across Victoria. The recipient of the Promotion of Multiculturalism Award is Dilnaz Billy Maria. A founding member of the Whitehorse Interfaith Network for more than 20 years, Dilnaz has empowered older Victorians from all backgrounds to feel heard, welcomed and celebrated. The Veteran Community Award. This award recognises an individual for their exceptional contribution to the veteran community. The recipient of the Veteran Community Award is Dave Cox. Dave is a respected veteran and committed volunteer who brings music and mindfulness to fellow veterans across the country through the Guitars for Veterans program. The Premier's Award for Victorian Senior of the Year. This award recognises an individual for their outstanding and lasting contribution to their local community and Victoria. This year, we are recognising two highly commended recipients before announcing the winner. Distinguished Professor Emeritus Francis Seferovich. Frances is a strong advocate for migrant women and underrepresented voices. She builds bridges between cultures and generations to help create a Victoria where everyone can belong and contribute. Jennifer Whitwam. Jennifer has volunteered nearly 20,000 hours across many organisations, contributing to countless opportunities for the community to connect with the past and understand the history of the Traralgon area. Congratulations to both of you. The recipient of the 2025 Premier's Award for the Victorian Senior of the Year is Patrick Templeton. Patrick is the co-founder of Operation Stitches, which significantly improves the lives of children and families across Melbourne. His actions show the power of grassroots volunteering in creating long-term change. Please join the Governor and Minister Stitt in once again congratulating this morning's award recipients. Thank you, Governor and Minister Stitt. You may return to your seats. I now invite the winner of the Premier's Award for Victorian Senior of the Year, Patrick Templeton, to deliver an acceptance speech.
Wow. I really want to thank the Governor and the government ministers today, and thank my friends, the noisy ones, for coming. I want to thank my foster daughter Shannon for nominating me for this award, and I am really humbled and very thankful for the acknowledgement. I think for many, if not most, who are here today, they're not here to find honour for themselves, but truly want to expose and to recognise that there are many wonderful works that are going on in our city today. And if it was not for volunteers, who are many are seniors, I think a lot of work that is done in this city would be undone. I don't think we can leave it to government alone to try to meet the needs of the community, and it needs people to volunteer and be involved to make our city, our country, a better place. You know, a lot of seniors, they don't seem to find what they can do in life when they do come to retirement. But you know what? There's no greater thrill, there's no greater moment than to be able to help somebody, to help the marginalised, to help the disadvantaged, to help one another makes our city, makes our community so much better. And so, you know, today I thank everybody for this recognition, but I accept this today to recognise all of the nominees that are here and all of the seniors who do wonderful work in our city. So I really hope that today it will may encourage those who may be sitting here that have wondered whether they could do something, whether they could be involved with something. May today be an encouragement to you. Please look for things that you can do. It enriches your life. I believe it makes you keep younger, and I believe it will be so fulfilling for you as you use your final years in this way. So once again, thank you everybody for this award. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Templeton. That concludes official proceedings for this morning. If you are able to do so, please stand for the departure of the Governor, Minister Stitt and Mr Caulfield. Would this morning's award recipients please make your way through to the State Drawing Room to your left for an official photograph. On behalf of the Governor, I invite everyone to stay and enjoy the hospitality of Government House. Please enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.